Everybody, it's a bonus episode of This My Bourbon Podcast.
Up?
It's also a video over on the YouTube channel where we are going to be reviewing the two newest barrel proof releases from Heaven Hill. It's the Larceny B522 barrel proof and the Elijah Craig barrel proof B522.
Nice
as well. I was about to say initially that this is the first time that we have had a Larceny barrel proof that's higher proof than the Elijah Craig barrel proof, but that's not true because the B521 at 118 proof was lower than, I think it was like 124 proof.
Yeah.
With the Larceny barrel proof. But yeah, so this Larceny is 123.8. The Elijah Craig is 121. And I'm kind of excited about this. It's been a while since we've actually done a review of either of these products. We've kind of like tasted on them and been like, hey, this is what's going on with them and whatnot. But I gotta say, they're not dissimilar. I think they've got a lot of the same things kind of going on so far.
I get a very like distinct note in both of them. And I'm calling it the coffee series because there is some cocoa bean or coffee or something in both of them.
Well, and I think the Elijah Craig leans a little bit more like mocha.
Yeah.
Whereas the Larceny tends to be a little bit more just like just straight up coffee bean. Which I don't mind. I don't have any problem with that.
I like it
at all. Where do you? I think we should start with the Larceny, despite the fact that it's higher proof.
Okay.
It is lower aged because it's about 6 to 8 years, whereas the Elijah Craig, of course, is 12 years old.
Yeah, man.
Lot of tobacco on there too.
It's like you're smoking a cigar in Starbucks.
Cigar.
That's what I said.
Nothing. I just like the way you say cigar.
Cigar.
You said cigar.
Cigar?
I say cigar.
Cigar.
Yeah, so you're putting the...
I'm putting more emphasis on
the c, and I'm putting more on the gar.
Yeah, it's like tobacco in Starbucks.
I don't mind it. It's something that has become more prevalent to me is people smoking cigars and drinking coffee in the morning. And I mean, like, I don't mind. I'd get on board with that, but also I got to breathe.
I got to breathe.
I don't smoke cigars as much as I used to, but I had a fair few over the meetup weekend. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it.
I will say, this is no notes or nothing. This is probably the most solid, straightforward, nice Larceny barrel proof.
I think we're definitely getting to the point where we're seeing that they have figured out. Was that the A122?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that one super well, but they are getting to the point where they've kind of figured out what they're doing with this line. I mean, do you kind of feel the same way?
Yeah, it took them a little while.
Yeah,
but I think they've got it
because they started in
getting it.
They started in was it 2019 or 2020?
I think it was 20.
I think it was too. But now that and I'm not looking for everything to be exactly the same throughout, but it is nice to see at least some consistency and quality.
I still don't think it's a wheated. I know it's a wheated bourbon, but it doesn't taste like a wheated bourbon.
Yeah,
it's not as sweet. It's definitely more mocha.
I like the B better than I do the A. I think the A falls a little bit flat. What's the proof on the A?
124.4.
I would have thought that the A would have popped a little bit more, but no, I think the B is exactly where it's at, where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't it have this weird, like, kind of off-kilter note to it?
There's
well?
like this kind of it's a wheated bourbon, but it has this like weird corn note to it. I would pick up this B batch.
Oh, for sure. Let me ask you this, because you brought up it not being as much like a wheated bourbon. Is that for you like a fault in it? Like, is that to its detriment, or is that just kind of like a characteristic that you think is particular to this bourbon? Like, would you prefer that it was more like in line with a wheated? Okay,
I think I would, because you're getting your Elijah Craig, which is your rye bourbon barrel proof product, and I would like to see the Larceny being more of the wheated, the sweeter barrel proof product.
Yeah.
But that's just me liking. I like wheated products, and especially barrel proof stuff. And like you said, on the nose, I haven't really tasted the Elijah Craig, but on the nose they're very similar. So it's like you could almost buy one of the two and smell them, and they're almost the same.
I'll say this about the Larceny. At this proof and around this age, it is not completely dissimilar from the Maker's Mark DNA 125 proof.
Yeah.
I think they are very, very similar products. And that episode we did where we reviewed the 125 proof edition, I called it like, this is the WLW killer with a question mark. And I still kind of think that might be true. I know that it's hard to beat a 12-year-old wheated bourbon at $100 a bottle, but the thing is, you are way more likely to find a batch of Larceny barrel proof
That's true.
than you are a William LaRue Weller. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I would, especially this B522, which I think we both agree is probably their best batch so
definitely.
far.
Yep.
I would pick this up 100% of the way. We normally have our review system on the podcast of nose, palate, finish, and price, but on YouTube, I've been doing yay, nay, or may. So for me, this is a yay.
This is a yay for me, especially comparing it to other Larceny barrel proofs. I'm a big yay with a capital Y on this one.
Big yay! Exclamation point on the end.
Would I like it to be a little bit sweeter? Yes, but this is still far above the last few Larceny barrel proofs I've had.
I will say it doesn't punch quite in the same way that that Maker's Mark DNA does.
Yeah.
Because that's just a special. It's just a special bottle of bourbon. But that leaves us with the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof 121 proof B522, 12 years old.
It's just got that. It's the more rounded, like bakery nose mocha chocolate.
I spilled some somehow. I guess I swirled too much out of my glass.
Never go full swirl.
Never go full swirl.
Yeah, you can tell that's Elijah Craig when you get right down into that nose.
Ooh, it's got a little bit of pepper on it too.
That rye spice. It's that bakery, that snickerdoodle, and then when you dig down below it, it's like you said, it's pepper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still got a little bit of coffee on the nose too. What's the proof on this?
121.
Right?
Yeah. It punches above its weight class. Am I wrong?
No, I'm trying to think.
You gonna tell me I'm wrong, bro?
Brav. No, I'm trying to think. Like I thought it was going to be higher. For some reason, I was thinking 128 even.
No, I think it drinks closer to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lower Elijah Craig barrel proof. And I think we have to talk about as well the fact that Elijah Craig barrel proofs have been kind of decreasing in proof. And a lot of people say that they've been decreasing in quality too.
Do you think the mouth feels a little thinner?
It is definitely thinner than the Larceny is, which is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the overall quality of Elijah Craig barrel proofs has gone down in the way that a lot of people have been talking about. I don't think that over the past couple of years they've been as good as like the A120 or the C918 or B517 or like those kinds of products. But I still think that they ring true as an Elijah Craig barrel proof. Am I off? Do you kind of...
No, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad because I feel like I'm in the minority because, and I think, not that I'm like perfectly colored by the fact that I always love Elijah Craig barrel proof, but it's still probably my favorite bourbon of all time.
Yeah. Is this one of the best ones?
I don't think so, but I also don't think that it's something that you should pass up.
This is maybe look right in the camera and say, never pass up a normal priced 12-year Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Never go full swirl.
Never go full swirl and never go full pass on Elijah Craig barrel proof. Obviously, if you've got it in the bank.
Into that.
But $70 to $85, whatever they are now. I mean, I'm always going to grab one. But this one, it's probably not the best. If you wanted to skip one and you wanted to really go full pass on it, I mean, this might be the one, but I'm still grabbing it.
It's weird that like consistently over the past few years, the B batch has been the one that everybody's been kind of like.
There's never hardly a B batch I like them.
I mean, the only one is like B517, which won Whiskey of the Year at Whiskey Advocate. Is that what it was, or I can't remember exactly.
I can't remember.
I know it like won something at the New Orleans Bourbon Festival too, or I don't know for sure. It was a long time ago. We've had a lot of whiskey since then.
Yeah,
but this is like
you know what this would be good though. if you took it and poured it over one of those Little Debbie pinwheels.
Oh,
and it just that little mocha and that coffee in that pinwheel.
I tell you what I would also really like to do with this is dump it in our mini barrel. I'm probably gonna just enjoy the rest of this.
I was gonna say,
bottle,
if we got an extra bottle somehow,
I'm sure we will.
we can always just.
I buy a lot of Elijah Craig barrel proof. So
just go in the gift shop and get Elijah Craig barrel proof. That's the good thing.
But I'm right on the border of like, yay and may.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost always a yay, but this particular batch, if you're trying to save your money or you're waiting on something else coming out next week, or somebody's getting a barrel pick that you really want, this might be the one to pass up.
Yeah.
But if you've got it, and you've got all the other batches, you might as well get this one.
Yeah.
So it's what's it ever in between yay or may? Yeah. I don't know.
That noise, that unsure noise that just came out of your mouth. Yeah, for sure. No, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Well, first of all, I have to say thank you to Heaven Hill for sending us these products. This is a free of charge review. Of course, this has not been colored by the fact that they sent it to us. But we do also have to say thank you so much for watching or listening to this review. We appreciate everybody who does that. You can follow us on social media at My Bourbon Pod or at Whiskey Mutant. If you want to follow that guy.
Not the Whiskey Mutant.
Not the Whiskey Mutant, as I just realized.
I'm just at Whiskey Mutant.
Yeah. My arm was out of frame, so it looks like I just had a nub. Kind
of. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see anything. Okay. Yeah, there's no monitor for you or anything. You can also support the show.
You can support the show so we get another monitor.
No, you can also support the show at patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. For as little as $1 a month, it goes a long way to help us out, to allow us to get new bottles and keep the lights on, pay for electricity, bills, and snacks too. Yeah.
Mountain Dews.
No more Mountain Dews, please.
Okay, sorry.
That does it for this bonus episode. Thank you guys, as always, for supporting us and checking out everything that we do. We'll see you real soon. Until then, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast bonus episode.
Bonus.